A very warm welcome to all of you for joining us today for the exciting session on Intro to Next.js and Tailwind CSS. We have a very esteemed speaker joining us today, a true expert in the field of web development and an active contributor to the tech community. She is a founder of Dev in Tech community and MLH mentor, helping aspiring developers to hone their skills and grow in the industry. So, without any further ado, let's give a warm welcome to our special guest and an expert in web development, Shushmita De ma'am, who will be sharing her insights and expertise with us today.
Hello everyone. I'm Shushmita De. I'm in my final year of college, pursuing basic computer science honors, and I'm the founder of a Devs and Tech community, which is on Discord. Before moving ahead into the session, let me share something with you. Today, we will be building a simple portfolio-like website using Next.js and Tailwind CSS. So this is all about me. Uh, I'm a full stack web developer, passionate about open source and hackathons, and I have helped many folks in the community to get started with hackathons, mentored many folks to get into tech, and helped them a lot in the various different ways. I tried various ways to contribute in the community in tech community, and currently I'm building devs in tech community. I'm also doing an internship at a DGT as a front end developer. I know many of you here are want to connect with me. These are all my links. Alternatively, you can scan this, and let's get started. I'm pausing this for a minute, just you can take a screenshot for future reference. Hope this sounds good. So let's move ahead. So here's our today's agenda. Give me 1 second. Sorry for the issue. There was some emergency. Anyways, let's start again. Here's today's agenda. First, we will learn our little about React.js and Next.js, and then we will get a quick introduction of Tailwind CSS. After that, we will build the website hands-on. I will be coding live in front of all of you, and you will be following me. Then we will learn about some development best practices, and this is a super surprising topic, which is hackathon winning secrets. And I know all of you who are participating in Witty Hacks Hackathon have a dream to learn new things, to build new things as a team, and win and ultimately win the hackathon and bring prizes to your home. And after that, we will having the Q&A session where I will be taking up all your questions and answering them one by one. So that's it. Let's move ahead. Prerequisites of this session. You must be knowing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which is mandatory because if you don't know these three, then I would recommend first of all to learn this and then move on to learning React.js and then Next.js. Otherwise, it will be a big problem because first of all you need to know the basics of web. What is web development, how http and https all protocols work, and all other small things, and then you can move ahead with this because these are all frameworks, a little bit complex thing in which I will be breaking down in bits and blocks today before all of you. But still, if you don't know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, no issue. Just stay in the session. Try to see, try to observe what I am doing, how I am doing, and how it can be done. You may use this method in your future reference when you will be learning Next.js or React.js. Okay, so after, let's move ahead. First, from here we will be starting a little about introduction to React.js and then Next.js and then a little about Tailwind as stated in the agenda. So what is React? React is a JavaScript library. It is built on top of JavaScript. Now what's JavaScript? JavaScript is a programming language. And you know that what is a programming language, I hope. Anyways, so React is a JavaScript library. It contains many features, many useful features which we can use it and build beautiful websites, like build scalable websites by using components. React was built by Jordan Walke, a software engineer at Meta. You know Meta, you know Facebook. Facebook, what is Facebook? That is only Meta right now. React helps you to build user interfaces, which is by using the individual pieces called components. What I said, like I will be showing you while building the website. We will be creating a small sections of the website, and we will be calling them as components, and we can reuse them as as much we can. Like we can use, if you want to use it for 100 times, run a for loop and use it for 100 times and it will display on your screen. It's just time saving and it helps a lot. And in industry level, people often use, like if you go for intern role or go for a job role in some company for web development fields, like front end role or back end role or any sort of thing, when you will be in touch with the team, you will observe that mostly the front end part are built on top of either React.js or Next.js. Mostly they are built on Next.js only or Angular. Some companies also use Vue or Svelte. All are mainly JavaScript libraries or frameworks. And also, there's one important thing is that it's something magical in terms of React.js. It adds interactivity, which every framework library has, but a quick magic it adds is real-time update of elements in your website by simply using two states like use state. There's one called use state. There is called hooks. But we will today in our session we will be only using use state, and you will see that it magically getting updated just on clicking it, on clicking of a button or on clicking of a number. It's pretty simple. And React has made a recent launch and which has made a huge change in the real life of React developers, which is that CRA is now dead. Now, what is CRA? CRA is the short form of Create React App. Now, Create React App is the command which we use to build, which we use to install React in our project and or create a React project and then and start building it. But it has been so bulky that its recent launch has just removed it. You can learn more about the changes and all about React by clicking on this link react.dev. And also React has two forms. One is React.js, which is for only building websites. Another form is React Native, which is used for building Android applications and iOS applications. You can also learn that. Just check them out. All are everything's are here in this link react.dev. And obviously this PPT link will be shared with you. I will share it with the organizer and they will share with you so that you can use this. Keep it as a form in the form of a little short notes, and it might help in your future reference. So now we will know about Next.js. Now you might be thinking that since this session is about Next.js, why I just told about React.js before telling you about Next.js? Because React is mandatory to know before Next.js. As the prerequisites of knowing React is JavaScript, HTML, CSS, prerequisites of Next.js is React.js. Yeah, the recent changes have made some vast evolution, but still you need to know about it. So Next.js is the React framework. Now Next.js is built on top of React.js. Just think the hierarchy. JavaScript and Java and React.js. React.js is built on top of JavaScript and Next.js is built on top of React. So here is Next.js, on top is React.js, and on the top is JavaScript. So now I hope you can visualize the hierarchy. Now Next.js has some powerful features like routing features and layout features, and it was created by the Vercel company, which is my favorite as it helps me to ship and deploy the products or the side projects which I built easily with free of cost. And you can also do it. It's not my private. Everyone can do that. Just you need to sign up to Vercel.com and just sign up. Obviously, you need to sign up with GitHub and create an account there and import repositories, whichever you want to, and just ship and deploy. I will be showing that too after building the website, and I will also be showing that how you can deploy a website using Vercel. So there are also another some other features of Next.js. Useful features include Next Auth, which is authentication purpose. You can think about Google Auth, like as I told that you need to sign up with GitHub. So similarly here you can use Next Auth to sign up to make authentication purposes. For authentication purposes, you can check out Next.auth. It's a feature of Next.js, a kind of library type, and it has a helpful feature of API routes. And the most important thing is that Next.js is a full stack framework. You can build full stack applications, full stack web applications. It's only for web, so you can build full stack web applications, which is scalable, SEO optimized, that is search engine optimized, and it can do many things. It can also do nested routing, paths, data fetching, and it can also optimize images and fonts. We will see that soon. And also, it has recently launched a feature called App Directory, which is in beta and not for production purposes. It's a little bit complicated, but still, if you want to explore, you can do that. Feel free to. And obviously, is the website of Next.js. You can just go there and look into it. Next, we come to Tailwind CSS. Just think about the name, Tailwind. Like tail is floating in the wind. Cool, na? I love this. I love this Tailwind CSS framework as it's similar to Bootstrap, but it's pretty easy and it's so cool that you will forget about Bootstrap if you have used it. Eventually, I had already forget about Bootstrap. I used Bootstrap a long time back, but when I learned about Tailwind, I just stick to it and I am happy with it till now. It has simple ready-made classes to flex your divs, shape your grids, and move your buttons round and classy. The developers of Tailwind Labs did an incredible job. Yes, they did an incredible job by building this framework. And it has so many classes, so many useful features that you will just use it a number of times. When I've seen many folks on Twitter asking questions like Tailwind or Bootstrap, which is your favorite, or which is better. Most of the developers there just quarrel over on that question, and there's a controversy on this topic also. And mostly, all the votes goes to Tailwind. And apart from the classes and components, it has its own design system with flexible gradient color combination. If you see the beautiful gradient color combination, you will just be amazed because you can't use it in Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, yes, you can customize it. You have to write CSS differently and make use of gradients and all. But in Tailwind, you can use it just by using the classes only. And one of my favorite feature of Tailwind is customizable feature. It's fast and responsive nature. There's the website of Tailwind. You can just check it out here again. So now, what's next? So now it's time to get our hands dirty and get into coding. Are you all excited? I want to see the excitement in the chat, and then we will, and then I will show you what we are going to build today, and after that, how, and what we will be doing. I want to see the excitement in the chat, and then I will move on. Drum rolls, please. So here, before showing you the surprise, these are the main tools which are we going to use. This is Git, the version control system. We will be pushing our code to GitHub, and we will also be pulling a little bit. I will show you everything. Don't worry. This is Visual Studio Code, which is a code editor that I will be using for coding. This is Node.js, which is a must prerequisite, because without this, it would be a little bit difficult to install packages and all. Make sure you have Node.js installed, you have Git installed, and also Visual. You can use any other code editor, IDE, whatever you like. It's up to you, but make sure you have these two things installed: Git and Node.js. And we will do this on the way. So the surprise comes now. It's pretty simple, but still cool. We are going to build this thing today: a simple portfolio type website, all center aligned, but it's pretty good just to make you understand the topics and just to get started. If this was a session of 3 to 4 hours, then I could have made something bigger than this and a crazier thing. But since the time is short and I have to make things understand and also explain to you and also do the coding live before you, so it will take time, and with time I have to enter some. So drum rolls again. Are you all excited to build this? This is on based on the theme of witty hacks only. Folks who want to team up can connect like this after building this website with me. Okay, so this is something we will learn later. First of all, let's start with witty hacks present. Is my screen visible? Yeah, so this is a repository I've created for you, and I've installed Next.js and Tailwind. So it's pretty much ready. You can just clone it. Just I will be doing is a starter. It just contains the starter as Next.js plus Tailwind CSS. Everything is ready. You just have to clone it and start customizing on your own way, build your websites. I will just show you. Let me first clone it. Open my command prompt, cd into documents, git clone. Now you are learning a little bit of open source, a little bit of git commands. How cool now? cd witty hacks, then with code dot. Yeah, this opens up my Visual Studio Code. I will do npm install npm I. I'll just show you what it happens. Now see, I have kept this ready just for station. Now you will you can reuse it or better to know about the commands. This is the Next.js documentation. I will always prefer to go with documentation while learning new things in this session. I have just gone here, documentation, and used the framework guides, clicked on Next.js, and you can see these are the list of commands. Now they have used TypeScript. Dash TypeScript means people will be using TypeScript. Now TypeScript is similar to JavaScript. It's another programming language, but it's at a different level. It's pretty much complex than JavaScript. You just have to remove it. I can show you the demo. Just copy here and open the command prompt cd dot dot. Meanwhile, it's running npm install. It's installing here. Let me check. Oh, it's done. Okay, we will get back to this, but before I need to show this to you because you need to know about it. Npm install. We will keep the ES link because it is it requires like this requires sometimes, so better to keep it. We'll do this like this. npx create react app address latest. Okay, so it will just download the latest version. These are some of the questions which you will be asked. Be aware of it. Just click on no. Here, you need src directory? No, we will what we'll be doing, we'll be just doing barefoot in a skeleton outside the src directory. Just click on no. No, we don't need the app directory. As I said that about the experimental app directory which is currently under beta. Just click on no. Just hit enter. Put alias. Then they are talking about import alias. Just hit enter, and it will start installing. Now you might be thinking about configuring. You have to first cd my project and then npm install this and then do npx tailwind init and just go ahead with this. But first, I will just show you how our Next.js page looks like when we first create a Next.js project. I just want to give you a feel of Next.js first. Let's get some feel and get some taste of it. Yeah, GitHub link will be shared. Just I will share it. Let me share it. Wait 1 second. Are all on YouTube, so I have to go there. Muted the site. Yeah, I just shared the GitHub link in the chat. Just take it from there. Okay. Let me run npm run dev here, and we will meanwhile till it goes here. No, we will do it there. Now see, I just want to remind you that this is the cloned one, and this is the fresh one what we are doing. The cloned one contains Next.js plus Tailwind, all installed, like all set up, done here. But this needs to be configured. I'm just doing this just to show you how you can do it without cloning that repo. I've just done it for you all just to save your time, because sometimes it happens like in hackathons we run out of time, so that moment it will help you. So cd my, yeah, cd my project, right? What was the name of the project? Is folder was my project, so I will use it, my project. And then we will run npm run dev. Let's get the field. It's running on http localhost 3000. Cool. Let's check it out. It's taking a little time to open, compiling. Yeah. So this is what opens up. Are you getting the feel of Next.js? See how cool it looks. They've also told here that you can start by editing pages slash index.js. Now here, back to our cloned one, we can see pages index.js. Yes, we have it. We have this, but the difference is that in our classes are of Tailwind CSS classes, and I've just put here hello world. If I run this, it will only show hello world in the screen instead of all of these beautiful things. So let's close this one and run our install, like setup one. You can try running this, installing, and then just follow this guide. Just follow as it is, and you will understand. Let me terminate this, close this, and here we will run npm run dev. Started running on localhost. I will just refresh. Yeah, see, just showing me hello world with the underline. Now why underline? I've used the class underline, that's why it's showing underline. It's bold. Why bold? I've used the class called font bold, that's why it's bold. Text 3xl. If I hover here, you can see his font size is this and line height is this. They have just used the css classes. They have just made the css and just put those classes, and after installing the package we can simply use it. For more details, you can check out the documentation better. As you can see here, it has installation, editor, setup, core concepts, customization, base styles, layout, container classes, break inside. Can see floats. They've also showed the previewed version. If you write like this will preview like this. If you write like this will preview like this. How cool is it? Isn't it cool? So many classes. Just use just use on your purpose, on your needs, on your basis. And yes, it's customizable. How? You can write your own CSS by going to styles, your global CSS, Tailwind weather base, Tailwind components, Tailwind utilities. Now here, this is the folder structure. Here pages is index.js, and there's an API folder under which you can create APIs. This is by default they have created one. If I show you without Tailwind CSS, that folder which we just created by installing in Next.js only, let me show you that. I go to documents and go to, what was that? What was that? Okay, let me open up the terminal. Again, cd documents cd my project code dot. I will show the difference, just the difference. Now you can see this is the folder structure of what we have, and this is the folder structure of a barefoot Next.js installed. We have node modules here. Yes, there is node modules here. Next folder here, next folder here. I have created a separate components folder here just for your reference. It's not created here. We can do that by clicking on new folder here and creating components and all. We have Next.js, next.config.json, which is the most important file because without this, things will not run. Package log JSON and package.json. Package log JSON is the auto-generated version of package. You that this package needs to be installed, and you just do it and then deploy. Think like you are a machine, like you are Virtual. You are Virtual and you have been told to deploy this project. But you don't know what this project has been used. Like does it use React? Does it use Next.js? Does it use only simple HTML, CSS, JavaScript? I know in simple HTML, JavaScript you don't have package.json, but take it just as reference. Does it use any other framework like Angular or Vue? It doesn't know. What helps it to realize? This package.json helps it to realize, because here we have then dev, next build, next start. Here the dependencies are there. It installs these dependencies and then checks and deploys using these commands. So I hope it's pretty clear to you right now. And get file helps us to prevent from committing our Git repository to GitHub or GitLab without this node modules and next files. If you commit these node modules files by accident, then you are gone. It's like you have to open your laptop or desktop, whatever you are using, for a whole day. And also it's the one of the biggest mistake of a beginner for committing node modules. I did once, and it's just a warning for every beginners. Is that most beginners did. If you hear the story of a beginners learning, like a self-taught beginner who is learning web development, then if you ask that person, he or she will definitely tell you, yes, I had this mistake, and I just realized that this shouldn't be the case. So never ever commit the node modules file. node modules folder. See, it has so many. Don't do this mistake. Okay, so under pages, as you can see, we have API and all the pages are similar here. These are auto generated, and under public, I have some icons which we also have it here. And this is the most important thing is that we always need to put our files like PDF file or any kind of image file or any kind of file, we should always keep inside public folder if we are using Next.js, because it helps the Next.js access the files easily and faster. This is style.css and we have only global.css instead of, and we just remove the home module.css because it's of no use. You have to remove it if you're using Tailwind. So that's pretty cool. This is about the folder structure, and I hope you have understood by now. Just tell me yes on the chat, then I will move on. Hey Edson, that's good. My pleasure that I'm able to make you understand the idea why CSS is dope. Okay, so let's move ahead. Yeah, I've closed that. Okay. So this is just showing hello world. Firstly, we have to edit the index.js as we have seen. Just let me change the title here. I will keep it as witty hacks, or what to keep. So here her name is Calorin. See, things all are fictional here. Things here all are fictional. It's just a random idea which I did. And we will be using that. Let's put it calorie as the title only. Get some calories. And here, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Yes, it has changed to calorie. Let's turn the hello world. So now what is components? You can see these are all blank files. Now navbar. Every website has a navbar, and we will also be having one just like this, and we can reuse it. We will be creating an about page, a contact page, so we have to reuse it. Think when you are building a website by using HTML CSS, and you have multiple pages, but you have to just copy from this page and then again paste it here, copy, paste it here, and just check number of times that if it's okay or not. But here, this is the useful feature of, or you can say this is the beauty of Next.js, or you can call it a beauty of React.js, or beauty of components, that you can reuse it as a, yeah, as much as you can. I will just create it and just reuse it here, just by importing. As you can see, import head from Next.js. Head, we use HTML. In HTML, we use head tag. We have just imported it, and then we are using similar like it. Meta tags are used for SEO purposes. You can edit it and just change it based on your app preferences, what you will be building. And then after the head tag, we are using main, and then we will just delete it because of no need. Let me remove it here. Cool. What we can see now is blank as expected. Now here, Calvin, hope about contact. Okay, I need to go here. First of all, we will do import, yeah, import React from React, and then I will do import image. Why image? We will use this image inbuilt component to optimize our images. I'm here just to show you the image. Let me search here. Image. Yeah. You can read about image component and image optimization, why we use it, how we use it, and all. We will just using in the similar way only. As you can see, images are seen. Okay. So let's get going. Export default. Export default function, and we will just navbar return. So you can see we are creating a function, and then we will be returning what we will be returning. That after that we will be importing it here, and then the things we will be returning will be reflected on on our home page, on the index page. Okay, I will create a div here, and I will use some class name as container mx auto, and I can give it a little bit of shadow as lg. Now you must be thinking that how I am doing this. I have been using Tailwind more than 6 months, so it's just I'm used to it. Yeah, I do need to check out this documentation. Do need to check out some classes, but those are some simple classes which I'm used to it. So I just pretty remember as much as usual only. Okay, shadow LG. Now, what is the use of shadow? Shadow will give us a slight shadow, as we have. You can see this difference. There's a slight little line here, which difference the navbar and the body. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do here. Calorin home about contact. Okay, now here I will use the nav in class name, and then I will use. It's raining here actually heavily. It's raining heavily, so don't know if something bad happens and the current goes away. Let's do it quickly. Nav. Then I will create a div here and another div here. Okay. Nav and then flex and then justify between and do mx10 UI of 3. Let it keep like this. Inside this div, I will use h2 as calorin, and what we have home about contact, right? So here we will just use ul apply home about contact. Now I will just import it as of now to show you how it looks. And nav bar. Okay, it auto imports in VS Code. This is the beauty. Now let's check what happened. What happened? You can see a slight shadow is there. Yeah, it's showing me error because I haven't put any src or the source from where the image will be displayed. I'm trying to show this C1. I had this need to find it out again. C typography logo. Let's see what we can get. I had it with me. Okay, okay. Get checkout. Okay, leave. Wait. Let me see. Get checkout development. Finish. To commit. Leave this. I will just it from here. Public logo.svg. We need this only. Yeah, got it. Save images. Logo.svg. Documents. Witty hacks. Public. Put it here only. It's done. Oh no, where's gone? Witty has reveal in File Explorer. Yeah, paste it. Logo. Now you might be thinking how you can get this, right? Let's put it logo, and first we need to import it. Okay, import logo from slash logo.svg. Now here's the thing. We are under components folder, right? And how we can import a logo.svg, which is under public folder. We should have created paths like this and then like this and then, but no. There's a feature of Next.js. If it's under public folder, then we can just use dot slash and like this. Rather, we can use like this and then we can use it. Now, this is mandatory that we need to put a height and width, provided we put a height and width under class name, but we need to put it here first. I will just be using 30 and here 30. Let's see what happens. Give a class name a little bit. Text to Excel, let's say. Font bold, I can say. MX2. Let's see what happens. Oh, oops. I just need to run the npm run dev as I have closed it before. You need that logo. You can, for now, you can just use the random logo or go to witty hacks only. Go to witty hacks, the repository which I shared the link before. Go to development branch, go to public, click on logo.svg. This opens up, right click and download. Okay, and then go back to main. It's showing me error because main doesn't have logo.svg yet because I haven't pushed any. Fail to compile. Oh yeah, alternate thing. Yes, alternative thing. We can do this. We don't need to import then. Just remove these brackets and let's use it directly. Wow, how cool! Home about contact. Can we? Yes, we can align this. We need to align this a bit. This also a bit. Oh my god, it's already 8 p.m. Dear organizers, sorry for running out of time, but there's so many tasks left. I need some more time. Puvi, Puvi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. It's all right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your insights and expertise with us today. Your knowledge and insights in this field has
Puvi,
probably,
one second. Sorry to
yes,
interrupt,
ma'am.
but there's many things as of now, and